Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the grim adventures of Colby and Elden Ring. We are. I'm remembering that I'm terrible at sticking to where I wanted to go in the first place. We are a long way off from where we set off to go last time. Last time we were going to head just a bit southeast. We were gonna go, from here down to here. Not too bad. We found a lost grace. But I got sidetracked by some ruins. And what do you know? Ended up over here. So, and now we're kind of following the trail this way. Gonna go north out of here. Since, we're all the way over here right now. We may as well. Also, what I'm realizing is this map has expanded now that I'm looking at this, because I believe the map used to cut off here. So, this map may well expand to the borders, or maybe not fully to the borders of this screen, but we may get extra north, extra south, maybe a bit more east and west. There is a lot to do. But we're gonna start our venture north out of here and see where it takes us. Now, I want to be careful that we don't catch any of those guys. What do we have here? Starlight Shards. And we're gonna heal because why not? Gradually recover FP. And we also did pick up a rune arc earlier. These are consumable. I don't know if they are craftable. At least we don't have the recipe for them yet, which if we find more merchants, we should definitely buy the different crafting books, because I think that's what gives us the ability to craft more things. We have one golden seed. We probably need at least one more. Expands crafting repertoire. Yeah, so like the more of these cookbooks that we can find, the better that's gonna be for us. Okay. Well, we know from our experience at the beach that we don't need to kill these guys because they're not a boss. I'm just gonna check and see if there's anything interesting hiding out behind him. Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. So this is the second one of these that we've found. The first of which was back here pointing up towards the castle. I'm also realizing now that this is pointing here. I don't know if that's intentional or just like an overdrawn bit. It's probably just from the zoom that this is pointing to go through the gate there. Kind of weird to like just point me out over into the nothing. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what activating that does for us. But it's a thing. Hello. I wonder if there's a weapon that we could use that would do way more damage to the bigger skeletons here. Because the ones that use spears and swords, those ones are all pretty weak in terms of their health pool, but... oh, jeez. these ones are very tanky in comparison. Only getting 180 per backstab. Smack them on the ground. Make sure they die. So that Michaela's Lily. I mean, that has to be a crafting item. The way that we've been getting it. They're exceedingly rare to find, which may be why it's seemingly protected. It doesn't seem like there's anything up there. And this is more or less just pointing out here, so maybe that's something you can get to via this road. But I've yet to figure out how to get to that. Maybe we're climbing up to it. Seems like there's a ramp that'll lead us that way. So I'm gonna leave these alone. Because it also seems like, I'm gonna just briefly run in here, that this might be rot. No, this is just regular water. Okay. That's good at least. Maybe that rot is just down in the lower levels of that swamp. Oh, there are a lot of them. Hello. Hello, friends. Oh, it's the army of the dead. Gotta make sure that we get the ones on the ground. Don't want them coming back. Whoa. What just happened? I got aggressive. That was a mistake. So there's like a skull attack that chases me from this. Ow. Ow. It's in what world? I guess it's in the world of Elden Ring, but like, in what world do you stab somebody with a crossbow? Like, since when is that a thing? You just put like a bayonet on the tip of your crossbow and then... Maybe I'm not well versed enough in that type of weaponry. For a second, I thought this was like an enemy's backside. It doesn't seem like it though, it's just a tree root. We're really climbing our way up towards this tree though. Thought it was a bat. I like thought these were wings. Toxic mushroom. Alright. Oh, he's got a delayed follow-up attack. Try the backstab again, maybe? Nice lock on. So I guess when they're getting up, they get considered to be not alive or what have you. And then you can't swing at them. Alright, we've got a graveyard up here with an item, which means likely enemies afoot. That would be an enemy afoot. Whoa, big magic hammer. Backstab? Nope, that's not a backstab. That's a backstab. I should have healed instead of going for the next attack there. 100% should have healed. We don't have any sorts of, like, magic resistance. I'm very interested in what he's protecting. And maybe it's a similar spell to what he's casting. That seems to be the way these go. Maybe I can hug the rocks here and not trigger these enemies. Try and find a quote-unquote more casual way. Okay, well. It was a nice thought. Okay, very bad roll timing, but very much so getting away with it. Very much so getting away with it. Sunrealm Shield. No! Don't swing over them. Okay, so I'm going to, for my own sake... Well, I guess I'm gonna kill this guy first. I was gonna say go around the right-hand side to replicate the way that we came up here before a little bit. But what I'm realizing is that that doesn't seem to really matter. I just keep spawning new enemies up in this route instead. How did that reach? Almost took too long. These enemies are dropping like okayish amounts of runes. Can we get a sneak attack on this guy? Because he like wasn't standing there before. I don't think when we came up here the first time. See, this is where I should get away and heal, not... I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna get away and heal this time. That's fine. Wow. Very destructive. Beast blood. It's not really the most interesting of things that you're protecting. I don't know, it's one of those odd ones where it's like an enemy, a stronger enemy than normal is protecting an item that's not really all that special or seemingly special. Okay, I might have to get my horse so that we can go up there. But I feel like I heard a jingle sound from up top here. Actually, doesn't look like it. All right. Naturally, there is a whole series of enemies here as well. Kill you, and then I will summon my horse. Yep. Ooh. Grayol's Dragon Barrow. Oh, damn. That there be a dragon. Oh, Mother of God. Because I see a big dragon behind. I did not see that dragon. Is there an area of safety down here, or am I just walking down into it? I hear something over this way. I'm gonna just kind of hug the cliff. This is just hot. Are the dragons just like normal enemies here? I feel like I stepped into a place that I should not have. Got fire charred walls. We're just above the crystal tunnel that we came out of. Dragons just roam this place. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What is this? That's the thing that we marked. There was one down here, but it's no longer marked. Which means I should probably revisit it and see if you just reactivate it or how that works. Yeah, I'm gonna hug the wall because that seems mildly safe. He says before just walking into a dragon. I'm absolutely terrified. I do not feel like I should be here. In what world are dragons just like normal enemies? South and west a bit, there's another goal. Gow. That's probably another boss. Kinda interested. We should probably go back to that first one. We should probably go back to that first one that we skipped and give it a whirl. We've got a little more health and we've got some damage. That down there has to be where we fought. Because then that's the other side where we wound our way up. That's the lookout point down from the church. And over there is where we were gonna go last time and never even got close. Not in the slightest. Alright, well we're gonna have to wind our way in between where all these dragons are. I'm gonna be like the most Skyrim sneak across the wastelands kind of person. Dragon over there, no dragon over here. There's those big T-Rex dogs over that way. This feels like one of those places like find a lost grace and get out. Like I feel with the enemies that I'm seeing very out of place. I'm sure when we fight one, that's when we'll really find out if we are. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't trying to fight one. Or I'd be lying if I said I was trying to fight one. I am most definitely not. Just a whole flock of them. How good is their eyesight? They're just everywhere. They're actually just everywhere. What are our options? Options seem slim. There's an item there, but I am not really about that right now. If we go around this way, is there a way up? Why does it feel like the dragon is like walking towards me? That looks like safety. However, how do you get down there without dying? Right, because we're up top. There's another one of these. Are these where the tears are from? Are there like explosive? Okay, before I use this, it sounded like there was a... Okay, the dragon's far away. It sounds very close. So if I use this, will it break it? Doesn't seem like it. I swear the dragon is so close, but it's not. It's all the way over there. What if I took my big hammer? That seems like... Big hammer, that should break it. That's the second one of these. That is the second one of these that I found that I don't know how to break. What other things in my inventory might we be able to use? Doesn't seem like anything here. Those are bolstering materials. That summons the spirits from the ashes. We have 2 stone sword keys. I mean, my usable explosive stuff doesn't seem to work. That was really my only... It's really my only guess. Maybe at some point we'll figure something out. We've got them marked. Is there something that I can craft? Fire pot? Maybe we'll try that. This is the only other thing that I can think of. Alright, well, we will save that for another time. Maybe at some point we'll get a cookbook or some sort of thing that will explain to us how to do that. The thing that's interesting is, like, we just got our first tier, and it was at the foot of one of those, I think it was one of those statues. So I'm assuming that those are 2 tiers that we've missed out on so far. I just don't have any clue how. Okay, I just straight up don't have the damage for those. So this is going to be another one of those markers. So that's 2 now. I feel like we've delved very much so into later game content out this way. This out here is that goal. Just a little bit. I'm just gonna leave it marked. I'm not even gonna bother, like, this area to me does not quite seem like I'm ready for it. And there's a gap here. Building down there. I feel like if we were to try and drop down there, we would die. The only chance, I mean only chance, is this tree root, and even then I don't trust it. Yeah, no, that's too far. 100%. Okay, so the best we can do is double back and maybe try and go a little bit more north. Because I am not trying to go past those dragons. Or we can go over here. We could try and fight this dragon. See how bad it is. That'd be like the real indicator of being in the wrong place. That one's resting. What if we go up to this one that's already fairly active? I thought I saw a dragon on the other side when we came up. I was not expecting there to be these. I don't know if they are dragons or wyverns or drakes or what have you, but try and find one a little bit closer to the goal. This is closer to where we came up. Actually, this seems to be pretty far from where we came up. That's like way up there. There's also this castle up in the distance here to the right. I'm thinking that that might not be a terrible place to go. I'm just trying so hard to not, like, get dragons all sorts of up on me. Seems like we should be far enough away, but honestly, you never know. This is the top of that, like, skull that you could see from across the way. I wonder if there's anything up on top of it. Or if it's one of those stupid things where, like, I'll climb it just because you can. And then there's nothing of reward for it other than the view. Seven? Swordstone key, smithing stone 7 and 8. Oh. That's some pretty deep. Reinforcements up to plus 24? Wow, okay. Well, I know nothing. If these are this could go up to plus 30 weapons. This could go up to plus 30 weapons. That's the dragon that terrifies me. But it looks like it might be dead. Just given the fact that it looks like there's a tree coming through it. I want to go over to that building. I think that's my... I think that's my next goal. I always tell my wife, I try to become a fish, and it never works. Gotta drink and then breathe. Can't do the two at the same time. Okay, so it might be that we can sneak past this dragon, or it is at rest. And that's the only thing that's really giving me hope here, that we can sneak past it. But I'm thinking we should probably save this area for later. I just want to get I want to get a lost... What's it called? Oh no. No, you don't see me. No, you're sleeping. Sleeping. Yeah, you don't know I'm here. But if we can get a Lost Grace up in this area and then head back to where we were initially trying to go, this feels, just with the upgrades, that we're like skipping logical ordering to it. And the enemies, especially because you have to take the horse to like get up, it's like, I don't know, kind of indicating that there's a big jump in what's happening. I hear the trees and everything rustling. I'm waiting for some sort of enemy to pop out at us. Hear something. There's some sort of plant clipping through the side of that building. Hopefully there's some place of rest up here. Gotta be very careful. Alright, so this blocks our path. We've got the dragon sleeping over there. The big one here seems to be dead. Or I guess he's not sleeping anymore. Perfect. Lost Grace. How I long for thee. Alright, I think we're gonna go with a little bit more health, especially while we're in this kind of area. Mayhaps we can explore this building before we head out. Unless there's like a boss fight here, and then I guess maybe we try it and die. Fort Feroth. I suppose enemies like this will be the real... Yeah. Indicator, as far as like, that enemy right there just chunked me for over half health, and I do not much. I do not much to it. And it drops me, ooh boy, bunch of souls. Runes. I don't know if I'm ever gonna not call it souls. I'm gonna have to play this game for a long time to refer to them to runes. But this seems like the type of thing that well rewarded for, oh gosh. Not these guys. All right, I'm thinking panic mode sprint through here. YOLO. Go, 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 go. Don't get poisoned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's like a way to jump down the tower. Dectus Medallion Right. There's two halves to this medallion. I wonder what it gives us if we have the whole thing. Sprint was a good call. If you hop down, I guess that's just a fast way to descend the tower. Let's take a look at what that medallion piece is. Gotta be a key item, right? Join medallions to operate Grand Lift of Dectus. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus, connecting the Altus Plateau to Liurnia. The left half, said to reside in the coastal Fort Haight to the far west. So we're to the far east. So it's saying that there's a fort well to the west, and then that connects an area that I have not heard of yet. Got people hanging. I'm definitely waiting for the ambush to happen. There it is. Whoa! I'm not prepared for this. Backstab? I mean, it's doable, mayhaps. Maybe we can see if, like, it's possible to only aggro one of them. I guess the real thing is gonna be, can we get our sprint straight through here? And not get completely tracked down and poisoned. Come on, you gotta go. You gotta go. Because it doesn't seem like they want to come up here. Yeah, those platforms are just for quick descent of the tower. Get out. Alright, that's good. Easy peasy. So now, can we just activate one at a time? Seems like it. Just trying to make sure that we don't hit the other one. Because obviously a 1v1 is always going to be the best. That's actually a pretty sweet combo. That's a pretty sweet combo for us. Get the backstab into the charged R2 stagger riposte. What happened to the other guy? I mean, I'm not questioning it, but I feel like I gotta move slowly throughout here. Just in case we spawn more. Like so. Gotta get that charged R2 timing at the right time. Alright, so that big lunge leaves quite the opening. Delay, delay, delay. Not delayed enough. Come on. Show me your back. How long do I have to wait? Okay, but that's actually a really, really useful combo. I'm gonna top off. There's the people hanging there. There's the ladder down. Is there anything else up here? No, why is it not locking on? Come on. We do that, and then he gets up. Let's face the front. Big stagger, riposte. I'm assuming you can't chain lock it though, right? Never mind. Okay, so you can it's just a rinse and repeat. 100% a rinse and repeat on that. It doesn't look like there's anything else here except for there was the medallion, and then now we go down into here. Now we've triggered all of those guys, so there's still that left to deal with. That is a beefy rat. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I'm not having this whole thing happen. Look at that fat rat behind there. Okay, so maybe there is more to getting through this place than I thought. Got the item on the ledge here. Let's grab that quick and get out. 12 golden rune? Whew. Those are gonna be worth something. Okay, so you have to jump the corner, and then you have to fight your way through these rats to get to the item down below, I think. Okay. I see you. Just get the small rat. No, 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 no. I don't need mama rat. I don't need mama rat. No! You know what? I got the thing. I don't even care. We'll leave them. I don't need those. The 5k runes, probably way easier than fighting the rats. I have a feeling though, that I wonder if like use something fire-based, if that would work well against them. Okay, so what did we just pick up? Got some really big upgrade stuff. I thought what we just picked up was in that list, but it doesn't seem like it. Radagon's Source Seal. Greatly raises attributes, but also increases damage taken. Okay. That's a good one to have. That's definitely a good one to have in case we come to a boss fight where, you know, maybe we're feeling pretty confident. Maybe we want a little bit of damage output. That's assuming that attributes is in yeah, these are attributes. So it would raise your health too. You'd take more damage. Okay. That's a nice one. So given that I feel like we're very out of place up here, let us head back to the seaside ruins. Maybe we should go back to where this whole thing was originally supposed to start. You know, things should be a little more intact for us. Keep heading on east. Now, if we can... We're gonna go down to this. We're gonna have to go back and check the road and the rest of this area here. But this has been my main point of interest just due to it being marked on the map, which maybe isn't the best criteria. Stuff down here to the right. And check that out too. What's up, fellas? Oh, you're excited to see me. That's cute. Oh, look at that. We can almost one-shot. Oh, it's so nice to do damage again. Oh. You guys are too kind. You guys are way too kind. He was a little bit beefier. Okay, so this is an area that you can certainly get, if you come here early, you have a little bit less damage and health, and then suddenly you get ganked up on by, well, whatever these are. I can see this being very difficult. But you come back with a little bit of power? Might. And you just wreak havoc on everyone. That's like barely doing damage. Love that. Is this all that's down here? Huh. I was expecting with the ruins of these that there would be a little bit more to it. Okay. So this is land west across the way that's also going to have map associated with it, I would assume. But we will get to that at a future point in time. Onward we go. Give me that. Golden Rune 1 just seems like an insult at this point. I was like, here's 200 runes. Thanks. Can't do much with it, but, you know. Glad you're thinking of me, I suppose. Okay. Another one? Oh, yeah. Rich. So freaking rich. I actually should probably pop some of those other runes that we have now that we've gotten some like big ones that are surely worth a lot. Should probably make the most of that because we should be able to get a few levels out of it, I would think at this point. So it's up there. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll leave you. I'll leave you. Don't worry. I just killed your friend, you know. It's more of a warning. So what's going on here that these things were all fighting? So these are like the soldiers that we fought back outside the castle at those ruins. It's funny that he only does 21 damage, but I'm certain if he did an attack to me, it would do more than 21 damage. What? Did I get staggered? Or what just happened there? Because, like, the stagger sound was certainly made. Lord Sworn Straight Sword. I can't tell if it's just our upgrades of everything. It has to be a combination of the two, but these feel very, very easy. Almost like it would have been, like, you get ganked up on, but difficulty-wise, I don't think it would have been that bad to have come this way out the get-go. Maybe perhaps a little bit easier than going down to the beach like we did. I'm not even gonna rest at this because we've like barely taken any damage. Oh, we'll just touch it. These guys out of the way. Hey, horseman! Your horse can't traverse walls? Give a little flare, you know? So that travels southward, which is apparently now on track for... Okay, this might be a place to go. What did we just hover over that's at Dragonburnt Ruins? Is that? Okay, so I still need to check that out, because it says Dragonburnt. We know that there are dragons up east here and like way into the highlands. Check this and maybe head south and then go over to here. I don't know, it feels like the direction we're going, at least so far, we are like very well equipped for it. And I'm interested to see what sort of like weapon upgrades and things of that nature we come across. Like upgrade materials rather. Because if we find some lower ranked ones, that'll probably be good for spinning up our Well, currently we'll be spinning up the hammer. I don't know if that's what we're gonna stick with or not. I just want to see why the wind is... Okay, so that's to jump up from here, back up top. This looks like what we've marked is another one of those goals. Gals? I'm gonna have to look up how you pronounce that. Alright, we'll take the marker off. And we'll head on in. See if the boss here is anything like the one that we skipped earlier. Oh, we've fought one of these before in the open. This was the one that protected the tower. I'll top off. I'm like spam rolling. Oh man. I like couldn't tell what was happening, so I just rolled like it was no one's business. Okay. Don't attack. There's an extra move after the claw scrape. Drag, dodge, dodge. Attack, attack, get out. Well, I say get out, but then don't, so. Have I not learned anything that the panic roll, like the immediate roll, is gonna get roll caught by so many enemies? So many enemies. Alright, he idled way too much. Bloodhound's Fang. Okay, so he's the one that we get that weapon from. I wonder if it has like a cool moveset with it. You know, can I slide across the ground like he does? Curved Greatsword. That's pretty cool. That's pretty sweet. I don't know the use case of it, but that's pretty fun. That is pretty fun. Okay, so do we want to take on the Stormhill Evergoal? And is there a closer, or do we have to run from here down? We might have to run from there down, because I don't remember there being a point for us over here. Maybe we'll check just south of here and see if there's anything down below. But I kind of feel like I want to go and try that other boss fight that we had come up against earlier. Maybe fighting against those types of bosses, it's what is a way that we could acquire a weapon that we might want to use. Okay, so let's do that. We can come back here and then proceed south later. It just feels like this way started to scale a lot higher, and as we've gone south here, the enemies haven't been too bad. So I kind of want to keep going in the way that feels pretty manageable to us. I think that'll go a long way if we can stay ahead of the curve as far as the damage output that we do. Okay. Let's ride our horse there. We don't ride our horse enough. Oh right, I forgot about that pack of wolves. Completely forgot about them. I mean, maybe we can look down here, because actually now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I looked. So maybe down here there's a lost grace for us to rest at. It's a little bit closer. Oh, running into trees? That's not really productive. Ow! Stupid warthog, don't you touch my horse! Don't you touch my horse? What is over yonder? Or did we go this way? No, we did not, because there are jellyfish down here. Okay, so this is all new. Hopefully the horse doesn't get spooked by jellyfish. I don't know. I don't know how confident of a horse we have. Maybe gonna... There's a red jellyfish. We have to kill it. It's different. Which out of context now, that sounds really, really bad. But this is a video game and they're not real. Oh, you can swing on different sides of the horse? That's pretty cool. Oh, they're red when you get them pissed off. But that one, they're all angry. Oh. I don't think I can hit him on the ground. Maybe I can. It's a really awkward angle to do so. And try and do some horse combat. Doesn't really seem to be great. You're gonna end up hurting my horse. Okay. How do I get off my horse? That's how. Thanks, horse. Appreciate your service. Now I've got some skeletons and jellyfish to fight. Oh, hello. Love a nice little surprise attack from behind, yeah. Root resin. Did I really do more damage from the horse? The jellyfish don't seem too bad, though. Pretty weak sauce, you know? 2 hits to kill? Like, come on. Do you even jelly, bro? Although, I'm expecting a little bit more out of the main jellyfish that was already red. Doing the jump attack, because I think it gives me a better... Aha! That, yep, okay. So that's what their secret sauce is. Or I guess secret jelly. The magic grease, thanks. Godric Soldier Ashes. Okay, so you can summon Godric soldiers to fight for your cause, it seems. Is there anything up atop these rocks back here? No, just hiding in the trees. Okay, so that's to there. And then I think we should try and go as far as we can this way to the west before we head back to try that boss fight out and give it a proper go now. Because we went in there, we died quick, and then we never returned, so seems like a good idea to go back and complete it. More jellyfish this way, so maybe there's something of use being protected. Smithing stone. But that's like a level 1 smithing stone, so that's actually as kind of useless as it seems. This is just an early area that I think we missed. And so, not a bad thing to have. Ow. But it's also the type of thing that, you know, it's not like we don't want to try and upgrade more weapons as we go, so can never really have too much of that sort of material. Especially until we, like, actually find a place to purchase more of that stuff. I missed! Oh no, I missed it. Speaking of buying stuff, I gotta look and see if I've marked any of the merchants on the map. Seems like that's all the jellyfish and all of the items up around there. Are those new jellyfish, or do the jellies respawn? Let's see. So there is a merchant at the church. And there is a merchant on the beach. Coastal Cave would put him about here. Gonna have to go check on their stock. Not that it's going to update, but see if there's anything that I didn't buy the first time around that would be worthwhile to buy. Because now we tend to carry a bit more in terms of runes. So, can buy more tings. Hiya! Jump attacks. Yo. Alright. Heard some screaming back there, but I don't really know what that's all about. Doesn't seem like there's much of anything being protected here. Just another part of the graveyard. Was something I missed from something I killed? Lump of flesh. I'm gonna take that as a yes, and that the flesh itself, or that it came from, is despawned now. Alright, let's walk the edge down here. So that's the scream. It must be like a bird or something. Quite open down here. I remember there being something at one of these cup bases on the other side. Nice. Nice. What be you? Starlight Shards. I think that was the same thing that we picked up at the other one, wasn't it? Yeah, used to gradually restore FP. Okay. I mean, that's got to be useful for certain situations where you're going to be casting pretty frequently. Pop one of those and then have the FP regen for you. Cross legs. Okay. Got a gesture for going up here. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. More ruin fragments. Alright, well, that's a good indicator that we definitely had not ever come over here. Where are we now? We're along the bottom path here on the back side. So that's the Evergoal. Up there. Very curious to see how this boss fight is. It's been hours since we encountered it. I'm hoping that it doesn't put up a ton of damage. Like it, you know, not gonna lie, I'm hoping for it to be a little bit easier of a boss fight, generally speaking. We've got a +5 weapon, which I have realized recently that +5 is nothing, because +24 is a thing and probably up to +30. But let's see how good let's see how good +5 is. And let's see how good our health and can I backstab you? That's a good question. We're gonna try and find out. Oh. Okay, still damage isn't bad. Meaning like he does a fair amount. Okay. I don't think I can backstab. 75 damage, so my weapon type is just trash here. Oh, it's a delayed check. Every time it's gonna be a step in, which I think is gonna hit because it has that horn protruding. Punish that. So I wonder if we actually, that running attack did more damage. It did 81 instead of 75. But I wonder if we took a greatsword or great axe into this fight, or like the hammer, if that would go better. Bigger, heavier weapon, something that can do a different damage type to him. Because the sword is pretty weak to this armor. The pierce is even less. I feel like I gotta just keep running in to do the backhand, but That attack scares me, like being right up in front of him and then he can't do that. I mean, it's doable with this weapon. Okay. I can't exactly say that I expected that. Let's go Stake of Marika. I know that we don't have like an upgraded two-handed weapon, but let's see if... Let's see here. So this is considered standard / pierce. We want standard. Executioner's Great Axe would give us a heavy load. This would also give us a heavy load. 44. This is strike. Let's try strike. And then... Can we get something back to like... That would be medium load. Doesn't give us much, but it takes off a lot of weight. So let's see if the two-handed hammer here is maybe the way to go. Strike damage. It's gonna be slow, but something. 79. That is not at all what I was hoping for. Although, that being said, it's 79 and it's not upgraded, so it's kind of similar damage. If we had an upgrade to it. Okay. So this is like, we need to start getting this upgraded because we've got a couple of fights that it would be useful for. Okay, so that's... He punished the heal. For the running R2. It's like not worth it at all. It's such a long attack. That's the real problem. The openings that we need are... We need way bigger openings. Maybe we could try the Executioner's Great Axe next time. How does that miss? I'm dead. Okay, so unupgraded hammer is 69 damage. I mean, that has got to do good damage to the stone enemies, but I'm trying to... figure out, is there some sort... Is there some sort of weapon that does good damage against strongly armored enemies, or does magic end up being the way that you like hard counter them. I don't know. Try this and see what it does. It's gonna be another slow attacking weapon, but alright, that's not great. I haven't quite figured out how to counter the slam. It's 80. That's unupgraded. 99. Seems like a good weapon for this guy. So that's unupgraded. So just better scaling, I would assume. Oh wow, I can't believe I got iframes on that. I think if we can like get those to roll in behind him, we can avoid getting stomped. I don't know when we get to second phase and he starts to fly. Starting to go a little bit better. I feel like the heavy weapon is kind of forcing me to take the slower approach. Oh, played that poorly. Grow your wings. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's got a tail now too. Cool. Feel like that's gonna ruin my game plan. Yeah. Everything I was just punishing him on. Gone. Yep. So roll and then roll the tail and then attack. Wow, I can't believe I got that. And then the tail. Freaking again. I was trying to time it late to roll it backwards into him, but it looks like he has the tail follow-up from there as well. Maybe I can space and like run at him and do those. Tail, you suck. All of the openings are just like, not all of the openings, but all the openings that I thought I had are not as great in the second phase with this tail follow-up. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better, and like imagine if this thing gets upgraded a little bit. Can do some damage. I'm gonna go Stake of America, but I am gonna look and see what kind of upgrade materials we have. Bolstering materials. We do have 2. We can get it to +1. Alright, let's do that. We'll come back. Grab these. We'll go to the church. Because we can also see what things there are for sale. Get this thing to +1. Alright. Smithing table. Bam. +1.
Wait, well, you're back.
Let's see here. So there's the telescope, those. You can buy cracked pots. We bought the crafting kit from him. Should buy all of these, to be honest. $666, oh no. Okay, we did not buy the notes. Flask of Wondrous Physique and Waypoint Ruins. Waypoint Ruins sounds interesting. Someone lurks among the Waypoint Ruins on the roads through Limgrave. Among the Waypoint Ruins on the roads through Limgrave. So these are Gatefront ruins. This is all Limgrave. Well, the map is West Limgrave, right? Oh, I also never actually looked at this. The painter is said to have captured the landscape scene before the last moments of those welcomed to death's embrace. The soul of the painter and vestiges of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting the location depicted even now. So what I'm trying to figure out, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, is this in reference to the location that the painting is done from? Or of what it is? It has to be where it's from. Like, from that viewpoint, that's where their stuff is. Okay, so Waypoint Ruins. The roads through Limgrave. And so under key items, Limgrave West. To the northwest by the cliffs of Stormvale and under its ever-clouded skies roll the great steps of the Pale Lands. Okay. So there are roads through Limgrave. This is west. I don't know if there's a North Limgrave or if this is a different region beyond Stormvale Castle. This is probably East Limgrave, and I think this is a completely separate area where all the Celia stuff is that we were. I don't think that's Limgrave anymore. Okay, so now this has a second. Oh no. That's all pointing that way, never mind. I thought from here it looked like it was pointing both ways, but there is a direction to the arrow. Okay, so we got that upgraded by 1. We bought some stuff, which means we can craft new items. So we can craft meats, temporarily boosts robustness, which I'm not quite sure what that is. Fire pot, holy water pot. Inflict holy damage. I'm gonna have to learn what some of these, like what enemies are weak to this kind of thing. Bone darts. Wait, was that resin? Oh, raw raisin. Dang. I was like, oh man, we can craft our own resins? Because that would start to, yeah, that would become very useful. Okay, so we should now go back up to here and then ride back to the Evergoal. Now we have a little bit more strength. Not much, but it's +1, so it's better than nothing. I think this weapon's gonna help us in this boss fight. Come on, Torrent. I don't know why I went to the 20th Century Fox theme song. I feel like feel like my mind started something more along that line, and then we just, I don't know, we ended up with Fox. I don't make the rules, it's just how it is. This is where that bridge was. Yeah. And we checked out all of this stuff. We got the thing down in there. Yeah, okay, so this is the only thing left for us to do. Are you telling me I have to get off my horse? Okay, fine. Fine, I'll do it. I'll get off the horse. It's okay. Alright, Mr. Crucible Knight. Oops. I've already made many a mistake here. Alright. Already forgetting how I was fighting him. We were rolling in behind. That's what it was. Get up and then swing. $98. So the upgrade, definitely worth it. That's 88. What gave us the 98? Oh, okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Respect it. Thought you were done your attack combo. So that 98 must be when he's like doing his attack at the same time, or we actually hit him like square on the backside. Thought I was out of range. I am not spacing myself well for him. Try and heal too close, and then he can still reach. Seems like we could kind of in the first phase we can stay up close on him, but now he's got tail whip. This freaking guy. What a guy. Tail whip. And then we attack? No. Okay, not really seeing the openings on this phase. Feel like I'm rolling that a little bit too late. And spin? No. Oh, this time you don't want to agree. This time you don't want to bring the tail out. Okay. Why? Yeah. Cool. Bring out the tail every other time, and then the one time I don't attack, you're like, ah! Made you question everything you ever knew. Yeah, so it seems like we can stay pretty close and personal in the first phase. Really punish a lot of his slow attacks, but in the second phase, he adds the tail. Gotta be some way to space it that we can get our attack in and get out. Like there just have to be openings. That's the nature of it. If there weren't openings, then like so like that. Like we can stay in and we can punish on the side, but in the second phase, oh, I rolled it too late. You still want to, in the second phase, stay to the backside. Simply for the fact that he's got that stomp attack. Guess I missed my roll. So not every up close and personal attack can we punish. That one we can. Can't roll immediately. That one, that has gotten me, that combo has gotten me several times now. That one's got an opening. Shield Bash is definitely one that we can. Okay, so you can't actually just stand there and hit him while he phase shifts. I mean, you can. I wonder if it's... I'm wondering if it's not so much that I can't dodge in, but rather the fact that I'm like walking into the tail after I do. So like, dodge. That might be more it. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand what the deal is here. Get in. I'm not gonna punish it because I don't know. It's just too long. That's a delayed attack. That's a delayed attack when he does the sword drag. Can't roll right away. Cannot roll right away. Okay. I definitely feel like we're getting somewhere with this. And I think the weapon choice is correct. Because we realistically, it seems like, can only get one hit in per go. And this just does more damage. It is a little bit slow, but I think it keeps me honest. That, I forget he has that, the double spin there. That early. Sword drag has a follow-up. He's a very aggro boss. Cannot be given him, or have to give it space. Have to give it space. Here, I'll try that. Does that give us more damage? It does. Is that only on the next attack, or is it like a boost? It's like a boost. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna use that. Are you kidding me? I think the boost is gone now. It is. If you're telling me that I can... If you're telling me that like 3 times a fight I can get a boost? 4 times? 5 times? Like... You know, I'm trying so hard to dodge roll that. But I think because I walk to the right, it's what gets me in trouble. Yep, there's the delay. Okay. We're out of heals. Just feel like he can still combo immediately after that. Still got the shield up, so running at that is dumb. Maybe space it a little more? See, that's the, so it's like it's a double-edged sword. If you don't get him behind him with the tail whip attack, he can do that stomp attack in front. I mean, maybe it's one of those things that you just have to be like really, really looking for it to roll it. But second phase definitely has me a bit tripped up. Not 100% certain on how to go about it. You're kind of figuring out first phase, although it seems like there's still some openings that are not as much openings as we thought. Sword, song, spin, 1, 2. Roll catch. Love me some of that. I'm gonna bait an attack here and run away and then war cry, because I think can definitely get more, we can get some good damage going into the start of this fight. Burst him down to second phase quicker. I'm trying to get real aggro with him. See what happens. It doesn't translate though to second phase. Oh, some crazy range for the shield to work. Oh, that was early. Wow. It's completely comboed. Just completely comboed. It's so interesting to me that that's a... They like bait you in, or they want you, it seems like. Maybe it's not the answer, but... Feels like they want you to fight him. You know, you roll in, get behind. But then the second phase comes and they introduce a punishment to the behind attack. Feels like the kind of boss that maybe magic is a good thing against him. You can play it pretty ranged. That's the delayed sword drag. This has not been a good past 2 fights, I'll tell you that much. I tried to do like a rolling R2. Let me say it did not work. The R2s are they're just connecting with the shield. What if I rolled into the left-hand side? Would it be... Maybe the left-hand side is better? I don't need to do R2s, that's not really the point, but... Go anti-shield side? Rolled it too early, got roll caught. But I'm thinking for second phase that might end up being better. I don't know. We've been rolling shield side. Oh, I don't know what I tried to do there. It was like a weird, kind of thought I would space it, that came like in way too quick. So yeah, let's try that. Let's try and like stay on the sword side when we're dodging. Like, but that might be the type of thing that we like roll sword side, dodge tail side. To give ourselves openings. Tail. Down. Maybe the tail isn't gonna come out as much on this side. No, it is. But it's gotta give me a better chance at avoiding it, I would think. Just like, I'm just very like delayed on reacting to that. Reminds me of like the Demon Prince flyover. I'm slow. I'm very, very slow when it comes to the reaction to the tail. That one's because I'm in an attack. Really? We have like a phase 3 tail, or is that like, oh, you're too far away from me tail? I don't know if I just got lucky there or not. It feels like the tail should have come out. Oh my god. Okay. That's what I'm trying to test, is like, okay, does he have follow-ups to the follow-up? And the answer is yes. So I am not entirely sure yet what the like big opening is like if he's done his attack sequence here and I can, you know, for sure get an attack in. It might be a gamble just because of the weapon that we're using, but I feel like there should be something that's a big enough opening that you could take an attack with a heavy weapon. Like, I feel like bosses have to be designed so that, while ineffective, you know, all playstyles are usable, some might just be weaker than others. I would think, at least. But maybe that's just an assumption that I'm making that's very much so incorrect. Definitely made mistakes already. Also, like, healing way too much for early on in this. That's the one thing with this weapon, and the only thing that makes me consider going back is just the speed. The other weapon I can definitely get quick hits in, get back out. It's just not, it's not a fast way to do it, but with how locked into these attacks we get, I'm just terrified of the tail. Rolled it early. 100% just early roll. Every time. Freaking sword drag. Getting a little bit better at dodging the stomp. Naturally, there is a... So the stomp attack must have a shockwave effect that goes from forward out, or from front out. And so I rolled backwards into it, and I guess if you don't have enough iframes, it can roll catch you. Okay. Let's go back to the longsword. And just give it another go with that. Maybe we can two-hand it. Now that feels like it's gonna take as much time as the other one. This is gonna be weaker, but I feel like it gives us a lot more flexibility to get away, especially come second phase. You can just like hop in, get an attack. Get out. Probably don't want to roll poke though. Get actual attacks in. Because, like, roll pokes, I mean, they're gonna do damage. It's just not... But that I can now roll, because I'm not locked into an animation. Although I do feel like... Oh, I rolled that early. Fighting it with the other weapon made us learn the fight a little bit better. Forced us to slow down and just take our single, you know, hit openings. But now we can actually, like, get out of some of the tighter windows. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. We might have a good chance now. Because now I feel like we're in a dance. You know, we got hit a few times in the beginning, but I feel like we dancing now. Still gotta get that roll timing down. He goes too far away. I don't think we can, like, roll with him to get a follow-up attack. Okay, that is still a problem. Because that's just a roll thing and a spacing situation. Like, too close and, like, rotating into the tail. He can, I think, follow up out of that. Gonna take it slow and try and figure out what openings I do have. Take that and see if we can still roll the tail swipe. Okay. Feeling a little bit robbed on that one. I don't know how we got caught up in that. Yeah, see, like, sometimes he does the tail swipe and other times he doesn't. Pierce isn't doing a lot, but it's better than nothing. Really rolled it. Forgot about part of that combo. Oh wow, we almost, like, went under the tail. It's interesting. I'm also interested to see, like, if we stay close to him like this Will it avoid that big tail whipping thing that he was doing? That's the first time I've seen him whip the tail twice in a row. I can't keep walking into that. That's what's getting me. Gotta stay with like a more reasonable space right behind him. I rolled it early. Okay. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. The roll pokes, not the best thing, but they do chip. I think if we can get behind and keep the, like, let off, just get behind and space back and then roll, I think that's going to be quintessential. Quintessential? Essential? I don't know. It's going to be some of the essential to completing this. Starting to feel pretty good about it. I feel like that attack needs to be rolled inward. When I roll away from him, sometimes I get roll caught. Can't be doing the double on that one. That one attack seems like I can do a double, at least in the first phase. And space it. It's exactly what we were just talking about. I think I got away with one there. Spin. Oh. I think I don't need to be rolling back. I think I just need to space back and then roll sideways to maintain a closer... We should be able to get something like that in. Don't know if there's an opening coming out of that though. That one seems to be fine unless suddenly he suddenly follows it up or something. Okay, that we can't do. Literally just said we can't do that and then did it twice. Okay. That's the first big like mistake though of the fight. I feel like we've been slam, Spin, spin, hit. Tail. Say we're getting to phase 3 where he gets the big tail. That wasn't really fair. We got lagged, frames dropped, and then this V-Sync took over. Okay, that big tail attack might actually be an opening. Now, I did turn on V-Sync because I heard that was a thing that helped. It did not help. The V-Sync, I feel like, has been worse. The way, like, gets choppy and then tries to catch up the frames instead of just skipping it. Like, I'd probably rather skip frames than watch them catch up. All of those options suck. Spin, spin. I don't know if that second attack is safe or not. We'll find out though, because I gotta keep doing it. Okay. Spin, spin, smack. Okay, so he doesn't have an immediate tail whip out of that. Like, he has a tail whip that can follow up, but not... I'm missing all of my attacks. I'm just gonna top off. Even though that was probably my opening. Okay, roll poke's not working. I have missed every single roll poke. All I needed was any single one of them to land. Aspects of the Crucible. Tail. So you actually get that, you can get that tail whip attack? See, I always wonder with some of these things, like, there's a lot of flair and they seem really cool, but I feel like if you tried to use them on a boss, the boss is just gonna eat you alive. But it would probably be really fun to use in, like, PvP or maybe just against, like, normal enemies. Incantations. So we have now a couple of sorceries. And our first incantation. Create supple tail to sweep area before caster. One of the ancient Erdtree incantations. Create a supple tail that sweeps through foes before the caster. Charging enhances potency. This is a manifestation of the Erdtree's primal vital energies, an aspect of the primordial crucible where all life were once blended together. Okay. That's a pretty cool attack. I like the boss fight, and as we got into it, definitely became much more comfortable. The Executioner's Great Axe didn't really work, but I think at the end of the day, it was the one thing that really, like, really taught us how to go after that fight. Okay, so with our last little bits of money, we went and checked out... How do I get out of this cave? This way? With our last little bits of money, we went and checked out one merchant already. I feel like I want to double check with this merchant. See what they've got for sale and if there's anything that's going to be worthwhile to us. Hello, friend.
I don't want any.
Oh, no, no trouble. Seeing if you've got things to purchase. Okay, so this merchant, I'm gonna leave him marked, but he's pretty much low priority. None of that's useful anymore to us. Okay. So we will rest up at Agheel Lake South. Geared up and ready to move south down to wherever this takes us. I think this is the next place that we're gonna go. Now, I said that the last time when we came here, but this is at least the plan for now. So, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.